Quite frankly, the Canadiens got their ass kicked tonight. And by the way, I know Matheson wasn't playing and Savard wasn't playing and Gallagher wasn't playing and this guy wasn't playing, that guy. I don't care. They're not good enough. Anyone who thought that they were good enough this year, they're going to make the playoffs and Suzuki this and Caulfield that and this and that and whatever, and they work hard and they're young and they're exciting and they're a team of destiny. They're not making the playoffs. I told you from training camp that at best, bottom 10, but more realistically, bottom 6. That's it. That's what it is. So now you have, the choice to make. You either want them to be in no man's land and finish 10th last and, pick accordingly, or give themselves as good a shot at Connor Bedard as possible. Tonight, for me, is a fantastic night. It's a fantastic night for a guy who's been talking about the rebuild, who's been talking about tanking, who's been talking about this and that and all that stuff. Trade Jake Allen, trade him right away, because all he's done over the last month or so is steal some points for the Montreal Canadiens, okay? Tonight, Allen was human. The Canadiens went up against a good team. They had 5 young defensemen playing. They were overwhelmed. There was too much for them. Good. Let's continue like that, okay? Trade Jake Allen. Trade another player or two. Don't rush anyone back into the lineup. You're not making the playoffs, all right? You're 10 points out of a playoff spot. There's 47 games left. And you know what? Now you understand what we've been talking about when we're talking about Connor Bedard, who was Canada's best player last game in a loss, in scoring a goal. And tonight, in a win, 11-2 over Germany, he scores 3, adds 4 assists, picks up 7 points. Everyone started to talk about, this guy might be getting close to Bedard, Fantilli, Michkov, Leo Carlson, this and that. This kid wants no part of it. He doesn't want to hear it. I've never seen a release like this ever, ever, ever. Cole Caulfield's got a great release. Austin Matthews has a great release. Alex Ovechkin has a great release. McGillney had a great release. Bunch of guys have a great release. I've never seen a hockey player have a release, have a wrist shot like this kid. It's unbelievable. This kid is a goal scorer. He's a playmaker. He's a passer. He's a shooter. He's got vision. He's everything all in one. Tonight, he looked like a little bit of Braden Point. He looked like a little bit of Cole Caulfield. He looked a little bit of Alex Ovechkin. He looked like a little bit of Austin Matthews. He looked like a little bit of Steven Stamkos. He looked like a little bit of Sidney Crosby. He looked like a combination of everyone who's great, including Connor McDavid. We can add to that list. He picked up 7 points. He equaled a Team Canada record at the World Juniors tonight. At the same time, the Montreal Canadiens absolutely stunk in Tampa. The power play stunk. The penalty kill stunk. The even strength stunk. Everything absolute. Braden Point went around 4 players. 4. Slavkovsky, Dvorak. I think it was Harris and Edmondson, was it? I'd have to go back and go through that in my head. Was it a Harris? I'm not sure if it was Harris. But anyway, he mesmerized even me. He went through 4 players like they weren't even there. And then you're watching the game and you're saying, oh, wow, what a great player. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have another great player like that on your team? Wouldn't it be nice? I think it would be nice. I'm Marinaro, and that clip you just watched is from our most recent episode of the Sick Podcast. Once again, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and you'll be notified when we go live. I'm Marinaro. Tell your friends about it. This podcast, like me, is pretty sick.